Friends, today's movie is about a prostitute named Anora. This is a Russian movie that has received immense praise worldwide and has won 7 awards at the Critics' Choice Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. You can imagine how amazing this movie is. However, the film contains intense adult scenes, so initially, it might seem like trash, but as the movie progresses, and it becomes increasingly intense and engaging. So, let's begin the story. The movie revolves around an American prostitute named Anora. As the story starts, we see a scene inside a club where there is smoke, music, alcohol, and a crowd of people dancing as if intoxication is their only solace and everything else is a lie. At this point, we meet the main character of the film, Anora. She is highly in demand at the club, where she has several friends who, like her, are engaged in prostitution. One night, while Anora is eating dinner at the club, her boss approaches her and says, "Anora, there's a client, go handle him." Anora refuses, saying, "I'm eating. Ask someone else." But her boss insists, saying, "The client needs a Russian-speaking girl. Come on, Anora, he'll pay well." Reluctantly, Anora agrees to meet the client. When she arrives, she finds the client is a young man. Anora introduces herself to the man, who says, "Hi, my name is Ivan." Anora speaks to him in Russian, and Ivan asks, "You live in America. Where did you learn Russian?" Anora replies, "My grandmother was Russian. She never spoke English, so I picked up some Russian while living with her as a child. But I'm not fluent." Ivan laughs and says, "Well, that's good. Otherwise, it would have been difficult for us." Anora goes to a room with Ivan and does what she came for. You understand what that means, right? Now let's move forward. The next day, Anora visits Ivan's house again. Ivan opens the door, and Anora is awestruck by the luxurious house. She gazes at the stunning view outside the window for several minutes. Ivan calls her over, and they begin talking. Anora asks Ivan, "How old are you?" Ivan replies, 21, "And you?" Anora says, 23. Anora starts to like Ivan a little. She spends the entire night with him, but the next morning, she wakes up suddenly and tells Ivan, "Get up. I'm running late." Ivan says, "Wait, where are you going?" "Don't go." Anora replies, "Staying will cost extra." Ivan says, "Okay, listen, Anora, are you coming to the New Year's party tomorrow? You'll really enjoy it." Anora says, "Tomorrow is New Year's, and it'll cost you extra to invite me." Ivan agrees. The next day, Anora goes to Ivan's house with her friend Lulu. They are mesmerized by the lavish party and decorations. Anora tells Lulu, "I've never seen such an expensive party." Lulu replies, "Me neither," and they both laugh. Ivan introduces Anora to all his friends and tells them, "Anora is my girlfriend." Anora starts enjoying Ivan's company more as they party, drink, and have fun. After a week of spending time together, Anora tells Ivan, "The week flew by. I wish I could stay longer." Ivan replies, "Yes, but I have to go back to Russia because I promised my father I'd work in his company." Anora jokingly says, "I'll miss your money, of course." Ivan laughs and says, "What if I marry an American and never go back? What if I marry you and become an American?" Anora laughs, "You've had too much to drink." Ivan responds, "I'm serious. Will you marry me, Anora?" Anora thinks for a moment and then says yes, possibly because she believes Ivan genuinely loves her. The very next day, Ivan takes her to Las Vegas, buys her a diamond wedding ring, and they get married. They celebrate their wedding by walking down the streets happily. When Anora returns to the club and tells her boss and friend Lulu about her marriage, they are surprised but congratulate her. However, a colleague, who doesn't like Anora because she takes away her clients, mocks her, saying, "Who marries a prostitute? How long will your marriage last? Weeks? Days?" Anora replies, "You're just jealous, sweetheart. I'm off to enjoy my life while you stay here and sulk." Meanwhile, in New York, a man named Taurus is attending a baby naming ceremony at a church when he receives a call from Ivan's parents. They ask, "Has he really married a prostitute?" Taurus replies, "That's unlikely. He went on a trip just 2 weeks ago. It must be a rumor." Ivan's parents urge him to confirm and update them immediately. Taurus calls Ivan, but Ivan ignores the call and switches off his phone. Taurus then instructs Martin to find Ivan and verify the rumors. On the other hand, Anora and Ivan are living their dream, shopping at luxurious stores and enjoying the best moments of Anora's life. Anora starts wondering if Ivan's parents will accept her. Ivan assures her, but the story takes a dramatic turn as family secrets unfold. Maybe meeting your family will solve things, Ivan. My mom lives with another man. Yeah, I have a sister, but she's really into Russian guys. Ivan laughs at this. Anora tries to talk to Ivan, but he's not serious at all. Ivan is busy playing online video games and enjoying himself. A little while later, we see Martin and his associate arrive at Ivan's house. They stand outside his door. As soon as they ring the bell, Ivan looks at them and immediately tells them to leave without opening the door. Anora asks, "What's going on? Who are these people?" Ivan replies, "They're my father's monkeys." Ivan wants to get rid of them, but they barge inside. Seeing Ivan panic, Anora gets scared and asks, "Should I call 911?" Ivan says, "No, they're my dad's people." Martin demands Ivan show him his marriage papers. Ivan reluctantly takes Martin upstairs to show the marriage license. Martin takes a photo of it and sends it to Torres. Downstairs, Martin's associate sits with Anora and introduces himself. "Hi, my name is Igor." Anora replies, "My name is Annie." Showing him her wedding ring, she adds, "I'm Ivan's wife." Igor congratulates her. But Anora finds Igor's calm demeanor a bit odd because Ivan has been hyper since they arrived. When Torres receives the photo of the marriage license from Martin, he panics. Leaving a christening ceremony at the church, he calls Martin and asks, "Where is Ivan?" Martin puts the phone on speaker. Torres angrily tells Ivan, "You're divorcing that prostitute. You're going back to St. Petersburg tomorrow, so start packing. But first, here's a fun fact. I'll be there in 10 minutes, and we're heading to City Hall to cancel your marriage. You're not getting away, you little bastard. By the way, your parents have left Russia." Hearing that his parents are coming, Ivan gets extremely anxious. Anora, seeing him distressed, feels equally worried. She fears her new life might fall apart in an instant. Anora suddenly realizes Ivan is about to leave. She says, "Wait, Ivan, give me a minute to change." Ivan says, "Fine, I'm leaving." He rushes out, leaving her on the stairs. Martin tries to follow him but slips and falls. Meanwhile, Anora, left alone, becomes terrified and confused. She tries to run, but Igor tells her to sit down. Anora grabs a candle lamp from the table behind the sofa and throws it at Igor. He ducks, causing him to hit a painting on the wall, breaking its glass frame. Igor ties Anora's hands with a landline phone cord. As she struggles, Martin enters and sees Igor holding her down. Igor asks Martin for help, saying, "This one's crazy, totally out of control." Igor tells him to tie her legs. But when Martin approaches, Anora kicks him hard, breaking his nose. Martin yells in pain and shouts at her, "You're insane!" By then, Torres arrives and is shocked by the state of the house. He asks Martin about Ivan. Martin replies, "He ran away." Torres notices Igor restraining Anora and asks, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you holding her down?" Anora fears they won't let her go and starts screaming. Igor gags her with a red scarf. Torres tells her, "If you stay calm and answer our questions, we'll let you go." Anora shouts, "Ivan won't spare you. He's gone to get help. I'm his wife, and I'll make sure you all end up in jail." Torres calls Ivan from Anora's phone, but Ivan doesn't answer. Torres taunts her, "Your husband won't even pick up your call. You don't know anything about Ivan. I've been cleaning up his mess for years, and his father pays me for it. I've known him since he was a kid. You have no idea who he really is." Anora replies, "I married him. He gave me a diamond ring." Torres sneers, "Marriage? My foot." He snatches the ring off her finger and says, "What do you think? This house belongs to him? This is his parents' house. Everything you see, all this wealth, belongs to his parents. Even the bedroom you stayed in with him, that's his parents' room. Do you get it? He's just a 21-year-old drug-addicted fool. And what are you? Another fool. Torres then demands, now tell me, where is he? He calls a lawyer and orders, get Ivan's divorce done by tomorrow, no matter what. Anora waits for Ivan, hoping he'll return. But when he doesn't, her heart sinks. Torres tells her, I know you're hurt. He humiliated you, but I want to help you. I'll give you $10,000 to end this marriage. Anora says, but I need to talk to Ivan first. Torres replies, we all want that. But if we find him, you'll take the $10,000 and leave. You won't contact Ivan again. Anora reluctantly agrees. Finally, Torres instructs Igor to untie her. He says, get ready. Igor opens the backseat door for Anora and sits next to her. Anora protests, I don't want this psycho sitting next to me. Martin retorts, I'm not sitting with you either because you're crazy too. Everyone is shivering from the cold. Igor offers Anora a red scarf, but she angrily curses him and wraps it around her neck. As night falls, Torres goes to a restaurant and shows Ivan's picture to ask if anyone has seen him, but no one responds. Meanwhile, we see the place where Anora used to work as a prostitute. Lulu calls Anora and informs her that Ivan is there. Torres and his team head there. Lulu tells Anora, he's upstairs in a private room with Diamond. Speechless, Anora rushes to the room. Torres sees Ivan and yells, you bastard. Ivan is completely drunk. Anora says, Ivan, I've been calling and messaging you. Why didn't you come? I waited for you. These people tied me up and gagged me. Ivan laughs. Anora says, this is not funny. Ivan, they attacked me. We've been looking for you all night. Ivan asks, are my parents here? Torres replies, they'll arrive by noon. Let's go. We're canceling your marriage. Anora tells Torres, shut up, this isn't right. He's drunk and doesn't even know what's happening. Ivan mutters, I have to go to Russia. Anora says, all right, but I'll come with you because I'm your wife. We're together. Ivan responds, no, Ivan is drunk, so Anora doesn't know if he's being serious or not. But she senses some truth in his words. Torres says, let's go. Torres reminds Anora, the deal was you'd get $10,000 and leave. Torres takes everyone to the court, and all the lawyers meet with Michael. Inside the court, the judge reviews the marriage license. Anora tells the judge, my husband and I are not in favor of canceling the marriage. We legally got married in Vegas. Hearing this, the judge says to Torres, they were married in Vegas? You didn't tell me that. I can't annul this here. Torres, frustrated, says, I'm in trouble. Ivan's parents are landing in 2 hours. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. Suddenly, we see Ivan's parents, Nikolai and his mother Galina, arriving on their private plane. Torres approaches them. Galina asks, where is Ivan? Torres responds, he's inside. Torres tells Nikolai, the marriage couldn't be annulled because they were married in Vegas. Meanwhile, Galina confronts Ivan and says, shame on you, you disgusting boy. Are you even embarrassed? At the same time, Anora approaches Galina and says, I'm Annie. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ivan's wife. We'd like you to accept our marriage. Galina retorts, Ivan is not your husband, and you are not part of this family. He doesn't love you, and we will never accept this. Hearing this, Anora is stunned and looks at Ivan with hopeful eyes. Anora says, Ivan, we're getting a divorce. Ivan replies sarcastically, yes, absolutely. You're such a fool. Can't you see what's happening here? Then he continues, however, I must thank you for making my last days in America exciting. Anora is speechless, unable to process this new, ugly side of Ivan. She feels shattered and helpless. Anora responds, oh, you had fun, didn't you? She watches as Ivan climbs the plane's stairs. Galina asks, where's Annie? A little later, Galina rushes down the stairs and says, you're going to board that plane and get a divorce. Anora, slightly angry, replies, oh, I will get a divorce, but I'll also get a lawyer, sue Ivan and your family, and take half of your money. Galina laughs and says, if you do that, you'll lose everything, your house, your car, everything you own. I doubt you even have anything. Try it if you dare. Let's see what happens. Anora, overwhelmed, stays silent and boards the plane. While on the plane, she overhears Ivan telling his father, "Sorry, Dad. She was just my escort for a week, and I married her while drunk." Anora can't bear to hear this and bursts out, saying, "I'll be thrilled to divorce someone as vile as you." Igor, trying to calm her down, seats her on the couch. When they arrive in Vegas, they head to a rapid divorce center. Ivan signs the papers without hesitation. With heavy steps and a dim face, Anora signs the papers too. After the divorce, Igor intervenes and says Ivan should apologize to Anora. Galina immediately snaps, "My son will not apologize to anyone." Anora retorts, "Of course he won't. He's a coward." Galina shouts, "You filthy prostitute." Anora fires back, "Your son hates you so much he married a prostitute just to spite you. Now you've got this runaway trash. Be happy with it." Galina demands, "Stop, that's my scarf." Anora removes the scarf from her neck, looks at it, and throws it on the floor. Taurus hands Igor the keys and a bank card and tells him to take Anora to Ivan's house to collect her belongings. "You can stay the night there, but you must leave in the morning. You'll get your money once the bank opens," Taurus says. Igor and Anora reach Ivan's house. Anora takes a shower first, then comes downstairs and sits on the sofa. Igor, sitting next to her, says, "Happy birthday to me. I just turned 30. Anora replies, "Oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday." Igor says, "I like the name Anora more than Annie. Did you know Igor means warrior? It's a good name." Anora jokes, Igor means idiot. Igor realizes Anora is upset. He asks her, "What does your name mean?" Anora replies, "In America, no one cares about the meaning of names. Ivan's family is disgusting." Igor asks, "Did I ask for your opinion?" He responds, "All right, I was just trying to support you." Anora snaps, "Oh, really? You attacked me, tied me up, and gagged me. You're crazy. If Martin hadn't been there, you would have assaulted me." Igor defends himself, "I didn't attack you. I was trying to calm you down and protect you from harm. I would never assault you. Why would I?" Anora retorts, "Oh, you were protecting me? Sure. If you'd assaulted me, I wouldn't be surprised because your eyes scream creep. And now you're claiming you wouldn't do that." Igor insists, "I wouldn't assault you." Anora asks, "Why not?" Igor replies, "Because I'm not a creep." Anora says nothing more and heads to the bedroom. The next morning, Anora stares out the window, remembering when she first arrived at Ivan's house. After some time, she starts packing her clothes and photo frames. Igor and Anora leave Ivan's mansion together. Igor drives her to her house and parks outside in the heavy snowfall. He takes out her wedding ring and gives it back to her. "Don't tell Taurus," Igor says. Anora takes the ring. Igor steps out, grabs her luggage, and brings it to her house. When he returns to the car, he notices Anora hasn't stepped out yet. Igor enters the car, and Anora asks, "Is this car yours?" Igor replies, "It was my grandmother's. Do you like it?" Anora responds, "No, inside the car." Anora keeps staring at Igor. Her eyes reflect deep thoughts. Perhaps she's wondering if everyone only sees her body and not her as a person. She thinks, "To them, I'm just a prostitute." Her eyes glisten with unshed tears. Suddenly, she moves closer to Igor, climbs over him, and pushes the seat back. Igor asks, "What are you doing?" He tries to resist at first, but then stays still. Anora sits on his lap. Moments later, she breaks down and starts hitting Igor. Igor understands her pain, knowing she's going through trauma. Anora clings to him like a helpless child and cries uncontrollably. Igor, deeply concerned, holds her close. Outside, the snow continues to fall heavily, while inside, Anora's island of pain begins to melt under Igor's warmth. And with this emotional moment, the story comes to an end. So, friends, this was today's story. Let me know how you liked it. See you in the next explanation video.